Yo, what is up everybody? It's Bite-Sized Buzz and we're back with a brand new video. Today we're diving deep, spelunking into the depths of happiness. Okay, not really, but we are talking about happy places, which is basically the same thing, right? We're talking about the happiest cities on this planet, the places where people are just stoked to be alive, you know? I'm talking blissful smiles, contagious laughter, the kind of energy that makes you want to book a one-way ticket and never look back. We're going to break down what makes these cities so damn joyful, what they're doing right, and how we can borrow some of that magic for ourselves, no matter where we are in the world. So buckle up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Why wouldn't you have already? And let's get happy. First up, we're jetting off to Copenhagen, Denmark. Now, if you've ever heard of Hygge pronounced Hygge, not Hoogie, don't be that guy. Then you know this city is all about that cozy life. Imagine curling up with a good book in a sun-drenched cafe, the smell of freshly baked pastries wafting through the air. That's Hygge. But it's more than just a feeling, it's a way of life. Copenhageners are all about finding joy in the simple things, biking through the city's charming streets, spending quality time with loved ones, and embracing a work-life balance that actually makes sense. And let's not forget about Denmark's social safety net. I'm talking healthcare, education, the whole 9 yards. It's like a giant security blanket for the entire country, so people can actually relax and enjoy life without the constant stress of, basic survival. Think about it. When you're not worried about making rent or affording healthcare, you've got a lot more mental space to appreciate the good stuff. It's like clearing out the junk drawer in your brain and finally having room for happiness to move in. Plus, have you seen pictures of Copenhagen? It's like a fairy tale, exploded, colourful buildings, canals, more bikes than cars. It's basically impossible to be unhappy there, but don't take my word for it. Go see for yourself. Book that flight, rent a bike, and get ready to experience some serious Hygge. Just maybe pack an umbrella, Scandinavia. Next stop, Zurich, Switzerland. Now, I know what you're thinking. Casey, isn't Switzerland crazy expensive? And yeah, it can be. But here's the thing, sometimes money buy happiness, or at least the things that contribute to it. Zurich, my friends, is clean, like spotless and safe, like leave your front door unlocked safe. Add to that a ridiculously efficient public transportation system, stunning natural beauty, and yeah, those Swiss chocolates everyone raves about. You start to see why people are pretty darn happy here. Imagine this. You wake up in your modern apartment overlooking the Swiss Alps. You grab a coffee and pastry from the local bakery because carbs are life, and hop on a train that's so punctual. It's actually kind of unnerving. You spend the day exploring the city's charming old town, taking a dip in the crystal clear waters of Lake Zurich, maybe even hiking up a mountain for some epic views. And because the crime rate is practically non-existent, you can do all of this without constantly looking over your shoulder. Look, I'm not saying you need to be rolling in Swiss francs to be happy, but Zurich proves that having your basic needs met and then some can definitely contribute to a more joyful existence. All right, let's hop on down to the Southern Hemisphere, shall we? Wellington, New Zealand is calling our name. This city is basically the love child of a postcard and an adventure magazine. I'm talking breathtaking natural beauty, a laid-back vibe that'll make you forget what stress even feels like, and a sense of community that's stronger than a shot of espresso. Imagine yourself hiking through lush rainforests in the morning, catching some waves at the beach in the afternoon, and finishing the day with a craft beer at a cozy pub while listening to live music. That's Wellington in a nutshell. And just like Copenhagen, Wellingtonians value their work-life balance. They understand that life is about more than just hustling 24/7. It's about taking time to enjoy the incredible surroundings, connect with loved ones, and pursue your passions. Plus, the people here are some of the friendliest you'll ever meet. They're always down for a chat, always willing to lend a helping hand, and they genuinely seem to care about each other. It's like one big happy family, except without all the awkward Thanksgiving dinners and passive-aggressive Facebook comments. Next up, we're off to Barcelona, Spain, the city where the sun always seems to be shining. The food is as colourful as the architecture, and the people know how to truly savour life. Barcelona is all about embracing a slower pace. Forget the hustle and bustle of other major cities. Here it's all about long lunches with friends, afternoon siestas to recharge, and evenings filled with laughter, tapas, and maybe a little flamenco dancing if you're feeling adventurous. Speaking of adventure, Barcelona is a feast for the senses. From the whimsical architecture of Antoni Gaudi to the vibrant street art scene, there's always something new and exciting to discover. And let's not forget about the beaches. Barcelona has miles of golden sand, perfect for soaking up the sun, taking a dip in the Mediterranean Sea, or just people watching with a glass of sangria in hand. But what really sets Barcelona apart is its focus on enjoying life's simple pleasures. It's a city that understands that happiness isn't about material possessions or climbing the corporate ladder. It's about connecting with loved ones, indulging in delicious food, and appreciating the beauty that surrounds you. All right, we've got time for a quick trip around the world to visit a few more happy places. First up, Helsinki, Finland. This Scandinavian gem consistently ranks high in happiness surveys, and for good reason. They've got the whole work-life balance thing down pat, plus they're surrounded by stunning natural beauty. But what really makes Helsinki special is its incredible social support system. They take care of each other, and it shows. Next, let's jet over to Vancouver, Canada. Nestled between the Pacific Ocean and the coast mountains, Vancouver is basically a nature lover's paradise. Hiking, biking, skiing, snowboarding, you name it, they've got it. Plus, Vancouver is known for its inclusivity and diversity, making it a welcoming and accepting place for everyone. Finally, let's wrap things up in Tokyo, Japan. This bustling metropolis might seem like an odd choice for a happiness list, but don't let the crowds fool you. Tokyo is incredibly safe, efficient, and culturally rich. Plus, the Japanese concept of ikigai, finding your reason for being, is something we could all learn from. So we've traveled the world, explored some incredible cities, and soaked up all that happiness, but what's the secret sauce? What do all these places have in common that makes their residents so darn joyful? Well, for starters, they prioritize community. They understand that we're social creatures who thrive on connection. They create spaces and opportunities for people to come together, whether it's through public parks, community events, or just a shared love of cycling. They also value work-life balance. They get that life is about more than just hustling 24/7. They encourage their citizens to take breaks, enjoy their surroundings, and spend time with loved ones. And guess what? Their economies haven't crumbled. In fact, many of these cities are thriving, proving that you can have both a successful career and a fulfilling personal life. And let's not forget about access to nature. And whether it's a walk through the park, a swim in the ocean, or a hike in the mountains, these cities understand the importance of connecting with the great outdoors. Nature has a way of calming our minds, reducing stress, and reminding us of the bigger picture. Look, I know what you're thinking, Casey, that's great and all, but I don't live in Copenhagen or Zurich or any of those places. I live in, well, you fill in the blank, but here's the good news. You don't have to move to a new city to experience more happiness. You can start by incorporating some of the principles we've talked about into your own life, right where you are. Start by prioritizing your community. Join a local club or group, volunteer for a cause you care about, or simply make an effort to connect with your neighbors. Even small interactions can make a big difference in your overall well-being. Next, take a hard look at your work-life balance. Are you constantly glued to your phone, checking emails at all hours of the night? Do you feel guilty taking time for yourself? If so, it's time to set some boundaries. Make time for the things you love, whether it's reading, hiking, spending time with loved ones, or just binge-watching your favorite show. And finally, get outside. Even if you live in a concrete jungle, there's bound to be a park, a tree-lined street, or even just a patch of grass where you can escape for a few minutes. Nature has a way of calming our minds, reducing stress, and reminding us of the bigger picture. So, what do these cities have in common? They prioritize community, work-life balance, access to nature, and a focus on well-being. And guess what? You don't have to live there to learn from them. Incorporating small changes, like spending more time outdoors or connecting with loved ones, can make a big difference in your own happiness. That's it for today's journey to the happiest cities in the world. Which one would you love to visit, or maybe even move to? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome content. Until next time, stay happy.